Hustlers is proudly brought to you by Namdeb Diamond Corporation.
Good today, better tomorrow.
99 FM, your inspiration station. It is Sibila and more in the morning. We do have a guest. Not in studio, but telephonically. She goes by the name of Martha Sibila Khoëses. Now, Martha is an experienced administrative professional. She's also a poet, a speaker, and creative writing coach. She's also a single mother of two, whoop whoop, and a grandmother. Wow, okay. You go, girl. And born and raised in Windhoek, Martha resides in the beautiful town of Okahanja. Okahanja. Sibo's always Okahanja. She has also been passionate about creative writing, and also after graduating with a Bachelor of English degree from the University of Science and Technology, she picked up the pen and self-published a series of books in 2019. As a postgraduate student and a strong activist for women empowerment, she has started the Let Me Dream movement in an effort to transform the lives of others. Martha, I could go on and I could just feel all warm and fuzzy inside about what it is that you're busy with. Firstly, thank you very much for joining us on the Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much for having me.
We'll try not to take too much of your time because clearly you are a very, very busy woman. Martha, look, please tell us a bit about yourself. We want to know where you were raised, where you were born, how your childhood was like, your first boyfriend even.
All right. My goodness. I was raised in the streets of Katutura. I hail from
the streets?
I hail from 14 Nini Street. My high school days were at Emmanuel Shifiti. I'm not going to mention boyfriends' names, otherwise someone in bed here at home will kill me. But yeah, it was a beautiful journey growing up as a Katutura kid, getting up to all mischief which is out there and challenging the status quo. I'm not sure whether one should say lucky or whatever the phrases would be now, but I was raised during an apartheid era. And we were part of the little teenage children who were running the streets with Nanso, fighting against apartheid and toy-toying in the streets, which was quite fun, though there were some tear gas bullets and all that. So that's the time that I was raised.
Just quickly, in addition to that, how would you then describe your teenage years and your formative years, in addition to marching and standing against the establishment, as it were?
That is actually something that formed us. And standing up to, as a teenager, standing up to those which were apparently in power just sort of formed you in realizing that if you can win this and if you can stand against power so great, which has been fought for years, then believe you me, you'll be able to do more than anything in the world. And I think that has really foiled many of us during that time to basically chase our dreams and see what best we can do in life.
Martha, just to maybe put you on the spot a bit, last year, especially towards the end, the beginning of this year also, there was almost a resurgence in young people taking up or taking to the streets and protesting different topical issues, from corruption to the whole Me Too movement in a Namibian context. When you saw all of this happening, a lot of these young people taking to the streets, what was your thoughts? How did you feel about this?
It was encouraging because being a mother now and raising young adults, we've been raised and manipulated by so many systems, but to see that the generations now that we have groomed are coming up to take forefront in all matters pertaining our leadership, the changing of world movements, changing of anything that has to do with humanity, it just ascertains you that you are in the right track. So it was a good thing to see that, because Namibia is one of those countries which are labeled as being sort of naive or laid back, and we don't come out and really fight for our rights. So to see young people standing up, it just it just highlights that whatever movement or whatever motivation that you have been giving out to the young ones is really paying off. So I'm quite excited for the new generation.
I can imagine,
Yeah.
Now, as a young person, what was your biggest dream when you were growing up? Maybe something that you wanted to achieve, or even professionally. What was it? What was that thing that stood out for you most?
So what I'm doing right now, writing. But back in the day, our parents didn't believe in any artistic or any writing or whatsoever. My mom was set on us being a nurse, and up to now I'm so freaking out of needles yet. That was the thing. If you don't become a nurse, a teacher, or police, nothing else would have worked.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm living my dream, which has been carrying me for the last, ever since I was 10 years old. I'm living that now.
Wow.
And the only thing that I can do is to say to Granny, okay, I've raised your little grandchildren.
Yeah.
I'm doing me now.
You're doing you now.
Yes.
Growing up, or even now, do you have a side hustle?
Oh, yes. Basically, everything that you have mentioned is a side hustle.
Is a side hustle, yeah?
Yes. Full-time. My day job is administrative assistant.
Yeah.
So I'm the assistant to the registrar at NAST.
Yeah.
So all the creative workshops, the writing, the teaching, everything else is a side hustle right now.
Wow,
But
multiple
growing
streams.
up, the side hustle has been, I used to do hair. Yeah, so I've been braiding and fixing up ladies to look good. But now the hustle is anything to do with writing and teaching the language of English.
Wow, Martha, there's so much to really unpack there. And it is, again, the whole notion of multiple streams of income within the ambit of what you love doing is very, very important. We're going to take a quick break. We will definitely be back with you. Please don't go away, Martha, and to our listeners, because Martha has still a lot to tell us about what makes her tick. Stay tuned. Do not go away. We're back at it. We do have Martha Sibila Khoëses on the line. Martha, you still with us?
I'm here, darling.
So you are just a busy woman there with your side hustles that pertain to writing, poetry, and so what really motivates you on a daily basis? What got you out of bed this morning?
You.
Oh.
I'm about to go back to bed after you.
Yeah, we're so sorry. We would do that a lot.
No, it's all right. Well, I'm basically excited about life right now. You know, one thing that all of us are chasing for our dreams, we are trying to find ourselves in the space that we are living currently.
Yeah.
But when you have embraced that passion and really doing things that elates your heart and makes you excited, you can't stay in bed. I usually wake up around 4. That's my writing hour. That's my meditation hour. And I'm just happy to be alive in this age where, though we have the pandemic and everything, that we are in a space where evolvement and changing of human spaces is different, and I'm excited about that. That wakes me up to know that yes, I'm moving towards another day where I can at least put a smile on someone's face
and a pep in their step.
I can just be.
No, definitely. You mentioned your writing and you wake up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Where does your inspiration for writing come from? What do you look at and say, wow, okay, this is something that I can definitely write about, or it inspires me to write something?
Right now, everything in life is just basically motivating me and getting me excited. That's why I write so different genres. I write poetry, I write inspirational, I write folktale, I write children's stories. So whatever is out there as a current issue in Namibia mostly and in the world, that's what I concentrate on. The idea is, my motto that I go by basically is teach the teachable. So if you're standing in a teaching industry, then that means you've got to basically be able to cover a whole spectrum of things and subjects that people are interested in.
Right.
Yeah, so I look at that. But right now, since the publication of 2019, I concentrate more on how humanity has to evolve, how Africa has to change, because that is my dream.
Okay. We are running out of time. Last question before I let you go. For an aspiring how do you say writer, literature? Oh, English. So if I'm at home and I'm listening to you right now and I want to get into writing, what would you say are the is there something as a fail proof tips for turning my literary ideas into published books?
No.
Wow.
There is no failed aspect of it. We have all stories to tell, and that's basically what it is. Your story is going to be different from mine.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you that, no, don't write this, don't write that. The voice that goes out is the voice that stands on the paper. Go out there, write your story. If for some reason you feel like you're stuck, that's why we are out there, to assist and to carry you on. That's why I do my creative workshops. That's why I speak to people. That's why I teach people how to write better. But there is no failed concept. Tell your story as authentic as it is.
Martha, thank you so much. This was absolutely beautiful. Have a fantastic Tuesday.
Thank you so much for having me.
Keep the magic going.
I'll do so. You do. You shine on. Thank you
very much, Martha.
Alrighty. Cheers.
Royal Hustlers was proudly brought to you by Namdeb Diamond Corporation.
Good today, better tomorrow.